Hello, hello, hello. We have another one here from Men Only. Men are done with dating. She's talking about mgtow. And she's launching her critiques and criticisms of mgtow. Let's get into it.
All women are 304s. Nope. There is no such thing as traditional women.
Okay, I'm going to break this down point by point. All women are 304s. Nope. That's not really true. I mean, from my perspective, what would my standards be? My standards would be virgin. If she's not a virgin, it's not really a valid marriage. I know, crazy opinion, but that was the standard for the past 50, 100 years since the dawn of time, was she had to be a virgin. Otherwise, it didn't count as a marriage. So, in my eyes, what percentage of women are still virgins? It's got to be less than like 5%, or they're ugly, or they're like cave trolls. So, what percentage of women are not obese cave trolls plus virgin? It's got to be less than 5%. Got to be probably less than that. So, I mean, men aren't really wrong about that. All women are hoes. The reason you're looking at someone and saying, "Oh, she only has a 3 body count. She's not a hoe." The reason you're saying that is because you're measuring women on standards against each other. You're saying, "Oh, well, she doesn't have as many bodies as the person with the 30 body count," which is true. But in my eyes, according to an actual standard, probably from a self-respecting guy who isn't brainwashed by the hedonistic dating culture, he would say any body count is a 304.
Anymore. Wrong. Women simply aren't worth it. What does that even mean? I am so tired of all of this negativity. Are you going to insist that masculinity is about growth, suffering, and overcoming difficult things? And then just
I wouldn't say that's what masculinity is about. Any woman who tries to define masculinity is doing it to emotionally ploy you into doing some kind of behavior. Like if she says, "Oh, a real man would do this." Oh, I thought masculinity was all about suffering and enduring things and putting up with things and letting yourself get fucked in the ass. I thought that's what I thought that's what masculinity was all about. No, masculinity is about self-respect, and if women are not willing to offer you respect in the dating market today, you shouldn't just throw yourself at them regardless, because suffering and overcoming difficulty, that's not really an argument. You're telling men to go throw themselves into the lion's den because men are supposed to do that, because men are supposed to endure difficult things. That's kind of a shitty, like, and I hear the tradcons do this all the time. I hear Brett Cooper and like Matt Walsh say the same thing. Men just need to go endure it. That's the masculine imperative, is to it's a risk. I know it's a risk, but you got to weigh the risk and do it regardless. Da, 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 da. I've been married for 10 years. And it's like this, like if there's a problem where something is too risky and men aren't doing it because it's too risky, just think for 5 seconds. What's going to be the better solution? A, shame men into, against their masculinity nonetheless, to go do X behavior. Or B, make it less risky. Which you can do. Like, all women today could collectively stop being hoes. They could collectively decide to be traditional women. They could collectively decide to be virgins and decide they don't want to go on social media, decide they don't want to participate in the dating culture, and get married at 22. All women could choose that. There's not like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Yes, you hold all the power. Men are the people who really can't do anything about it. We can't force you to be. If you're 304s, there's literally nothing we can do about it.
not date because it's hard? Are some of you really so pessimistic and self-hating that you will just resign yourself to never feeling love and affection? Are you really going to sit here and insist that you have all of the answers to dating?
So yeah, I mean, if you're a self-respecting guy, you're not gonna let some woman emotionally use these kind of tactics on you. And what, you're never gonna feel love and affection? No, no, no. Love and affection, or I keep my house and my income, and I don't get socially slandered by her and all her friends, and I don't get divorced, and I don't lose half my money, and the kids don't get broken up, and the kids don't hate me for being the father with a broken up family. Or love and affection. What does love and affection really do? right? Like how do you objectively measure the value of a woman's love and affection? It's like it's nice. Yeah, would it be nice to have a woman to cuddle you in bed permanently? Sure, but compared to the astronomical buttfuckery that is divorce and that is the state getting involved in your marriage, it's not even comparable. Like trying to come from the argument of but my love and affection, that's not even an argument in comparison to the absolute devastation of divorce for these guys.
And then just refuse to pass those answers on to a woman who is ready and willing to please you? Tell me, what battle are you even fighting? You insist there's a problem, but you aren't trying to actually solve it? What is the point?
How are men supposed to solve women's poor sexual decisions? I can tell you how we can solve women's poor sexual decisions. Reinstate the patriarchy, reinstate men as the leaders of society and as the leaders of the household, and have fathers protect their daughters' virginity and stop sending them off to liberal colleges. All you conservatives who are like, I'm a conservative, but I send all my daughters to liberal colleges to go get gangbanged and participate in dating culture. The solution is give power back to men so we can make decisions for women to stop messing up their lives. That's really the simple answer. Now, nobody likes to hear that, but that would be the solution to it. Is you would have fathers and older brothers protect the daughters and protect their chastity, and they would get married at the age of 20. They wouldn't sit around waiting at 25, just playing dating games and running around, and they would get married at 20, 22. That would be the solution. But otherwise, men can't really do anything. If women want to go have sex on campus and women want to go ruin their purity for Chad, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I'm not your dad. Like, I'm not your older brother. There's nothing I can do to save you.
Point of all of this other than to just kick and scream. There are a lot of great women out there looking for men with your values. Go meet them, be strong in your convictions, and enjoy the life that you can create with them. Because the negativity has got to stop.
First off,
the only reason you're seeing negativity from men is because the situation is negative. Guys, like, you're trying to paint these mgtow guys as guys that they're just complaining. That's literally what you're saying. Is you're just complaining because it's difficult, which is like an extreme lack of empathy and understanding and good faith representation of their side of the argument. You're like, all you guys do is complain. It's like, well, yeah, I'd fucking complain if I lost half my income in a fucking divorce and I had my wife take the kids from me and ruin my life and leave me with absolutely nothing, and maybe even have a sexual allegation against me that gets me put in jail, or at the very least has all my friends gossip about me and ruins my social life. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too. I'd probably do a whole lot of fucking complaining. I'd probably, commit some violence if I'm being honest. Like, complaining is the best the best outcome you can expect from some of these guys. So this is another great example of privileged white woman has no clue the kind of difficulty that men have to go through. This is a good example of them having no accountability for their own actions. They're just looking at men saying, oh, come on, men, just be strong in your convictions. Go find these women. They're out there. There's great women out there. And yeah, just taking absolutely zero accountability for their own personal decisions and just the constant shitting on men. The TradCon, just do it yourself, just fix it, just weigh the risk and make the decision and blah, blah, blah. And generally just no sympathy for a lot of these guys who've had their lives upturned and ruined by women. And that's really it at the end of the day, is it's women's fault. Women have done this, not men. Men are not out cheating more. Men are not out making less money. Like, none of this has to do with anything with men's fault. Men are doing what they've always done. What's changed is women now have the sexual freedom and the laws to go just break up and divorce and break up families whenever they want. That's the issue. And trying to say, like, it's men's responsibility to go find these women or to go chase unicorns is a non-solution. And you're trying to pin it back on men for something that was never their fault in the first place. So that's really it. And we're not going to let you pretend like it isn't. So there we go.